Hey everyone, I'm Sage Valentine. Welcome to my channel of the same name. Right now, I'm going to review NBC's Hannibal, Season 3, Episode 4, entitled Apertivo. Now, I really like this episode. I'm glad that my favorite hater, Frederick Chilton, is back. Unfortunately, everybody else is not very happy to see him in this episode, and it's understandable as to why, and no matter how hard he tries to basically offer his help with everyone's, I guess, ideas of revenge towards Hannibal, everybody's just like, nah, I'm not in this. No, I'm good. You know what? I'm done with Will and Hannibal. You know what? Or as Mason Verger basically did, kind of push him out and say, you know what? I need a new psychiatrist. 'Cause I'm kind of tired of you. Which, obviously, as I said, it's understandable considering Dr. Chilton's role in what happened in Season 2. If you did not watch Season 2, it's about time you guys get up on it, because then you'll truly understand what in the heck is going on in Season 3 as far as the injuries or the death of Abigail Hobbs and the injuries that Alana, Will, Jack, and Mason all basically endured. Okay, as far as this episode goes, I loved seeing what happened to Dr. Chilton's face. I loved seeing Alana falling out of the window. Maybe not the fact that she fell out the window, but I just liked that whole scale model, and it kind of showed the body falling at the force and how it just fell to the ground. And then we were able to see her healing and everything. You could tell that she was becoming even more bitter, and she became darker. Because if you watch the first seasons, Alana was kind of like open and loving, and she kind of cared. Now this season, she's darker, she's angry, and she just is out for blood, particularly Hannibal's blood. Basically, we are able to see another perspective of two different scenes, actually three different scenes. We're able to see Will's getting his stomach cut, like we see the actual cut from inside, like we're like looking inside and you see the skin getting cut. Then we're able to see Will waking up in the hospital, and we realize that he in fact was speaking to someone in the hospital, but it wasn't Abigail Hobbs, it was Dr. Chilton, who he really honestly didn't even want to see. Then we're able to see what happened to Jack, and how Jack was able to save himself. And we find out during this episode that the only reason he's alive is because he did not remove that piece of glass from his neck, because basically, I guess if he had removed the glass, he would have bled out. That's why they always tell people, if you're stabbed or if you're impaled by anything, don't remove it, because I guess once you remove it, the dam breaks and you bleed to death. Another part of this episode I liked was the fact of seeing Mason Verger's face, which creeped me out. And yes, I was grossed out when he was coughing up that phlegm. It was disgusting. And then we're able basically to see the procedure that's done on his face to make his face look better, because he looked like a weird looking chipmunk. Then after they basically did his face, he kind of had a nose and kind of looked more human. I don't know how much more they could do to fix his face, because his face is pretty much done after those pigs got to it. Okay, so another thing I liked was seeing what happened to Chilton's face, because we basically saw him get shot, and a lot of people thought he was dead, but the bullet went in through here and came out through down here, but in doing so, it destroyed his eye, part of his jaw, and his cheek, and left a big dark hole. So basically Chilton has to wear kind of a contact, makeup, and an implant basically over this side, because I think he lost part of his jaw as well, and his gum and everything. But the saddest part of the episode had to be the death of Bella. Even talking about it still pulls at my heartstrings. I mean, I love Lawrence Fishburne, and I love Gina Torres Fishburne, and yeah, they're married in real life. A lot of people don't know that. I actually found out that they were linked together during The Matrix, because I think she played his wife in the movie. But that scene was sad, and it was just like the dynamic that they had together, and it was beautiful. And it was a beautiful way to say goodbye to a character that we all have come to know and love. And when Jack thought that he saw her standing holding that white dress, that pretty dress, I think she had worn that in either season 1 or season 2, I had that glimmer of hope that perhaps she was still alive. But unfortunately, that was Alana holding the dress. And then to see the funeral, and Jack remembers, I guess they got married in the same chapel or church, and then he decided to have a private funeral, and he kissed her goodbye. And then to see Will walk into the church, and it kind of just, I don't know what it was, it just got to me, because I was just like, I just can't believe it. Like, they're killing off Bella, even though I knew that her character had to die. But still, like, oh, it was terrible. And then Jack has to read this card from Hannibal, who has a lot of nerve sending him a condolence letter after all that he did, after all the stress that he caused, basically. And Jack tells Will, like, basically, my wife just died. You don't have to die on me either. So in other words, dude, don't go doing something crazy. Alana basically solidifies that she, I guess, is willing to help Mason Verger find Hannibal by giving him a little advice and telling him, listen, even though Hannibal has a crap load of personas, he drinks the same wine and eats the same truffles, you'll be able to find him through that. And he kind of wonders, well, Alana, how come you didn't get Jack on this case? And Alana's just like, well, Jack is done with this, so. And then what she says at the end of this scene, I think is so awesome. And she says, you are preparing the theater of Hannibal's death, and I am doing my part to get him to the stage. And that image of Will basically getting into that boat, so I'm assuming that when he was fixing that thing in the barn, that was probably the motor, I guess, for the boat. And then he put that in the boat, and he's sailing off to Europe to go find Hannibal. So I can't wait till episode 5, because it looks like it's going to be good. You guys take care. Don't forget to rate this video. Hit that subscribe button, subscribe to my brand of crazy, and leave your comments. Let me know what you thought of this episode and the series so far, and how sad you are that this series is ending. Don't forget to sign the petition that I'm linking below, and continue to tweet #SaveHannibal, and continue to tune into Hannibal on Thursdays at 10 p.m. on NBC. Check your local listings if you don't live on the East Coast. I love you guys. At Sage Valentine and Google Plus and Twitter. Bye, guys. Bye.